One of the most feared, if not the most feared injury in sports, known to completely end athletes' careers or completely deteriorate the path that they were once on. An experience that between 100 to 200,000 people in the United States alone go through every year. The ACL Tear. What's up everybody, my name is Jimmy, also known as Jumpman Jimmy, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how I tore my ACL trying to become a Division I walk-on. I'll be telling you guys everything that led up to the tryout and the tryout and the injury itself, and then everything I've been doing since then. So, the story all starts back in 1992 or 1993, when my dad was probably the same exact age as me, going to the same exact college, and he had the same opportunity as me. So when he was in his junior year, I believe, he was given the opportunity to go to this walk-on tryout. The reason I bring this up is because he ended up not going to that tryout. And he found out that there were some other kids that he played pickup ball or intramural ball with that went to the tryout and they actually made the team. And he says they were good players, but he felt he was just as good as them or possibly even better. Those guys actually made the team. They might have got to play in a few games. And I think the team might have actually made like the March Madness tournament, and they played against Jason Kidd, and I believe that they beat him.
Murray, rebound, upset. The Fighting Phoenix wearing the green on St. Patrick's Day, and they hung in there.
So, in knowing that my dad had this opportunity and he didn't take it, and now I was having this opportunity in the same position as him, that was one of the reasons that helped me decide to go to this tryout. They don't do these every year, so it was really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I also want to give a shout out to my boy Jeremy. We played pickup ball and intramurals a little bit, but he actually kind of convinced me to go to this tryout with him, so shout out to Jeremy. So, I believe this was like September 22nd of last year. It was like a Thursday at like 4 or 5:30 in the afternoon. So once I got my exam done, I went to the YMCA before that and got stretched out a bit, did some ball handling and shooting. And then I drove over to campus to get there like 30 minutes or an hour before, and just did some more stretching, more shooting around. And not that this matters much, but during those warm-ups, most of the coaches and the players were in there watching, and I actually did a nice off-the-dribble dunk on one of the side hoops. And I'm pretty sure some of the players and coaches saw that. Not that it made a difference, but that was kind of cool. So yeah, all 20 of us guys were there for the tryout. All the Green Bay coaches and a good amount of the players were there on the sideline watching and stuff. So we all get there, we have to sign our waiver, and then I'm gonna give you guys a full explanation of the tryout. So the first drill was full court ball handling, basically 2 lines, and you would start off at half court, dribble up to the 3-point line, and then dribble through some cones and finish with a layup. Nothing too hard, just like crossovers between the legs behind the back, and then finishing on the right or the left side. And I'd say I did pretty good during that. I don't know if there was any way to really stand out unless I had like crazy handles, but before the tryout I was actually doing that drill a lot, like at the YMCA, so that definitely helped. Then my biggest strength was finishing at the rim. I didn't try dunking at all during that, but I would just be finishing right up at the rim, like probably hand over the rim or right at the rim every time, just trying to show off the bounce a little bit. So there's the first drill, made it through that. And the second drill was partner shooting. It was just one partner shoots mid-rangers, goes around the arc, other partner rebounds and passes it, and then you two just alternate. So we shot mid-range shots and then 3-pointers. And again, in this drill, I'd say I did pretty good. I wouldn't say I ever missed like more than 2 in a row. So I would think I shot at least 50% or better during that. And our hoop was right in front of some of the coaches, so that might have helped a little bit. So that was the second drill, made it through that. And then the third drill was 3 dribble king of the court with make it take it. So 1 inbounder, 1 guy on offense, 1 guy on defense. And there was four hoops going on at once, and then everyone else had to wait in line to get in. So it was about a 10-minute drill. I think I scored like 7 points total, all ones. And when I scored, it was basically all catch and jab right or left, and then pretty much just blow by my guy, finish high above the rim. I had 1 bucket I remember, a little smaller guy on me, just drove maybe to the right and like spun to the middle and kind of shot it over him, and it bounced in. That was probably one of my better buckets, but overall about 7 points in that drill. I think that wasn't too bad. And again, the coaches and players saw me some decent speed, and again, my biggest strength was like athleticism, finishing high at the rim. I even heard one of the players after one of my finishes, like high above the rim, they're like, oh, yo, he's athletic, he's got bounce or whatever. And that was kind of cool, but again, it doesn't really mean anything. So made it through that third drill. Everything's going pretty good. Now make it to the last drill that we've all been waiting for, 5-on-5 scrimmages. So I get teamed up with my boy Jeremy, some other guys, and we start the scrimmage. We might have got the ball first. I think I caught it on the wing, and I just either swung it to the corner or up top. I don't know what happened after that. I don't think anyone scored, but other team goes down. Pretty sure someone shoots a 3, and then one of my teammates gets the rebound, kicks it out to me on the far right wing. So I dribble it up, dribble past half court, and there's someone trailing me, like coming in to block me from behind. So I take it in on the right side, and for whatever reason, I plant on the right side of my right foot, and I'm like going up like this, and then my right leg just completely hyperextends. I go down. I don't even know what happened with the ball. I feel like I like blacked out for a little bit, but that probably didn't make the bucket. But I go down, and then I remember just like this, holding my knee, and people are trying to help me up. I'm just pushing them away like, nah, I can't get up. And I just remember holding my knee like this, and then the trainer is asking me like, can you feel your toes? I don't know what that meant, but I could feel my toes. And when it happened, I definitely felt like a snapping or a crunching, but somehow I didn't think it was ACL. I just thought it was like a bad hyperextension and it was gonna get swollen and stuff. So that was that. I sit on the ground for a little bit, and then I get back up and go sit on a different bench in the corner, watch the rest of the tryout. And then basically that was it. The coaches told us that at that point they weren't gonna be picking up anyone, but if they changed their mind, they would get in contact with us. And then the head coach asked me if everything was good, and I'm like, yeah, I should be good or whatever. But that was that for the tryout. I limped out of there. I couldn't really straighten my leg, limped out of there, drove myself home somehow. Now I'll get to what I've been doing since the tryout. Yo, what's good?
What's up, bro?
Alright, so before I explain like my progress from after the tryout, I just wanted to get your perspective and stuff again from the tryout. I kind of said how like you were like convincing me to go to the tryout, and then me and you did the dribbling drill, partner shooting, and the ones, which both of us did pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty much we started the scrimmage. I went down right away, and then someone subbed in for me, and y'all kept hooping. You guys won like 2 or 3 games, right? Or you didn't lose?
Yeah, we went undefeated for the scrimmages. We beat every team pretty much, because I don't know how they made the teams, but they kind of gave us the best team and just said, do whatever.
You said you played pretty good in the scrimmage. You were maybe like passing more than shooting.
Yeah, I was passing more than shooting, because the guy that I mentioned earlier, Jay, he was hitting from everywhere. So I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna find him.
So the thing you were saying about the coaches and the players, I didn't know about that, but you said it was like a day after the tryout, right?
Yeah, a day after the tryout, I talked to one of the players on the team, and pretty much he said from that little bit of time, they said there were 5 guys that stood out. It was me, you, Jacob, Randy, and Jay.
So,
he was like, yeah, you 5 guys are like the ones that they were looking at, but then ultimately, they just ended up pretty much saying we're just gonna try to go with the guys we got, which is cool. You know?
And were we all like the same type of player, like 6 foot, 6'2" guards, kind of?
Pretty much, we were all the 6'2" guards who were generally smart, can shoot, and
pretty good overall games.
Yeah, I would say we were the most athletic there. Like, I know I was trying to dunk a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Then outside of that, then we were the best players there. But it is what it is. It was cool. It was a cool experience.
All right, well, that's probably all I need for the vid. Make sure y'all go check out Jeremy on Instagram.
Oh, man.
MKEJJ. I'll put it on the screen.
Oh, man. Good looking, bro.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
So now for what I've been doing since the tryout. So like I said, I drove myself home after that tryout. Somehow we didn't think that I tore my ACL. We just thought it was a bad hyperextension, but I still knew it hurt pretty bad. I came home, was icing my knee and just sitting on the couch for the rest of the night. Tell my parents that I got injured in the tryout or whatever. And then it was hard to sleep that night because of the pain. Like, there was no comfortable positions to sleep in. And the next couple of days I was limping around the house. I think I used crutches a little bit. I don't know why it took this long, but injury happened in September, and then we didn't get an MRI until like New Year's. We finally get the MRI. I find out that I have a fully torn ACL and slightly torn meniscus, which was surprising, but not too surprising because I knew something was wrong. So we get the MRI, and now I have to decide if I want the surgery or not, which I guess if I didn't want to play sports anymore, you can choose not to get the surgery, but obviously I want to play basketball again. So we scheduled the surgery for February 20th, like a month and a half after I found out. So February 20th, I believe it's a Monday at like 6 a.m. Me and my dad go in for my surgery. surgery, everything goes good, and I think the day of, they give me obviously a lot of drugs, and I forget what the thing was called, but it was like a shot into my leg to reduce the pain and stuff. So the day of the surgery, pain isn't too bad, but I think by the second or third day, it was hurting pretty bad, like not sharp pains, but like just a bunch of pressure around my knee, and then like my whole calf was just numb, which I really hated that feeling. So the first week or two, I really couldn't sleep at all. I was just in bed all day watching TV and stuff, icing my knee, and then they give me workouts to do during that time, which is basically just leg straightening and flexion, and then eventually I progressed to like leg raises and stuff. So then eventually, after a couple weeks going to physical therapy and stuff, then I finally started going back to school. I had to wear my brace and my crutches, and around the house I had to practice walking without the crutches and stuff, putting weight on that leg. So by 6 weeks, I believe we might have started some weight room stuff, and then I started going back to the YMCA to do upper body stuff. I think we started doing squats, RDLs, and that's honestly the stuff I'm still doing right now. But so the video you just saw was from May, I believe, which was 3 to 4 months out of the surgery. And at the time of me editing this, it is October. So we're 7 months out of the surgery, and I've just still been progressing with my strengthening and the weight room and stuff. Me and my trainer have done like tests to measure my quad and hamstring strength, and we have seen improvements, but I still need to pass a certain level of strength to be cleared for like running and jumping. But we have progressed into like a lighter jumping program, basically just stationary jumping, and then I'll also do some running, like walk for a few minutes on the treadmill, and then I'll jog or run for a couple of minutes too. We are 7 months out. The projection for recovery is like 9 to 12 months, so I guess we're on pace to recover. We're still gonna take things slow. I've started to shoot around a little bit whenever I can, just do form shooting and stuff for 30 minutes, but we're just gonna take it slow, keep progressing, and hopefully everything goes good. So I'll get back to the video. With that, hopefully I'm back to playing ball, recording videos for you guys by the end of this year. And I thank you guys all for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And also let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me while I'm injured. And again, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.